You are one of the most blessed women I have ever known. Not because of riches, not because of fame, not because life gave you every dream you wished for. No, you are blessed because, after all you have faced, you still walk with light inside you. You have carried trials that would have broken most hearts. You have endured storms that could have turned kindness into stone. And yet, you remained gentle. Your voice never grew bitter. Your eyes never lost their warmth. Your hands still reach out to give, even when the world gave little in return. That is blessing. That is strength. I have seen you tested days when life was unfair, moments when people ignored you, spoke over you, or doubted you. Yet, you gave kindness to those who offered you none. That is not luck, that is courage, that is grace. I watched you keep your calm when you had every reason to shout. I saw you let go of burdens that could have crushed another soul, where others would have grown hard. You stayed soft, where others would have shut their doors. You left yours open. You, my love, are rare. You are blessed not because life was easy, but because you learned how to carry the heavy parts with elegance. You never let pain write itself upon your spirit. You never let heartbreak turn your heart to stone. And though the world has not always shown you mercy, you choose to be merciful anyway. This quiet power of yours, it inspires without even trying. Not because you are perfect, but because you are real. I remember the small details, the moments most overlook, like the times someone interrupted you in a crowded room. You could have raised your voice, fought for your space, demanded to be heard, but instead you lowered your gaze, gave a gentle smile, and let them speak, not because you were lesser, but because you knew your worth does not need to argue. I remember the night you received painful news, the kind of news that breaks a soul in half. Anyone else would have collapsed, but you, the very next morning, you rose steady, with gentle hands and calm eyes, still serving others, even while carrying your own sorrow in silence. That is strength, the quiet, steady kind, the kind that does not seek a crown, but deserves one. You have survived storms that could have hardened you, yet your heart stayed open. You still see goodness in people, even when life gave you reason to doubt it. You still believe in kindness, even when the world forgot to give it back. This is why I call you blessed, because blessing is not what the world gives, but what you protect inside yourself after the world tries to take it away. You kept your softness, you kept your honesty, you kept your grace, and in doing so, you became a teacher without trying. You never lectured me, you never forced lessons upon me. You simply lived, and by living, you showed me the truths I did not know I needed. You showed me that patience is not silence, it is wisdom. It is knowing when to speak, and when peace speaks louder than words. You showed me that strength is not about volume, it is not in raising your voice, but in holding your calm. You showed me that love is not about demands, it is not about control, it is about acceptance, seeing someone as they are, and giving them space to grow into who they are meant to be in their own time, in their own way. That is the way you love, and it is rare. Your love slowed me down. It made me listen. It made me want to grow. It made me want to stand taller, to become someone worthy of standing by your side. You did not come into my life with fireworks. You came with constancy, with presence, with quiet loyalty, and that is how you won me. You stayed when I was distant. You stayed when I doubted. You stayed when I fell into silence. You stayed, and you never stayed to fix me. You stayed to understand me. That love is rare. It does not shoot. It does not demand. It sits quietly beside you and whispers, I am here. You are not alone. And because of you, I began to believe again. Not in fairy tales, not in perfect endings, but in love that lasts. Love that shows up in the morning with tired eyes. Love that holds your hand on ordinary days. Love that endures not because it is easy, but because it is true. Being loved by you changed me. It changed the way I see myself. For so long, I looked at my flaws, my mistakes, my failures. But through your eyes, I saw worth. I saw possibility. I saw a self I had never dared to believe in. You never asked me to be smaller. You never asked me to be louder. You simply looked at me as I am and somehow told me without words, you are enough. That kind of acceptance, it became a mirror, and in it, I learned to forgive myself. I learned to treat myself with softness. I learned to carry myself as someone worthy of lasting love. That is why I say you are blessed, because the kind of heart you carry does not just comfort, it awakens. And you awakened me. I did not fall in love with you because of what you do. I fell in love with you because you reminded me of who I could be. And now I want to love you the same way, not with empty promises, not with loud speeches, but with loyalty that stays. I want to love you in your silence as much as in your laughter. I want to love you in the mornings, in the ordinary afternoons, in the quiet nights. I want to love you in long talks and in longer silences. Because real love is not performance, it is presence, it is showing up, it is protecting what we have found. So, yes, you are one of the most blessed women I have ever known. But the truth is, I am even more blessed because I get to love you. I get to learn from you. I get to walk beside you. You have shown me that love can be soft and unshakable, that it can be gentle and strong, that it can be quiet and still endure. You showed me that love does not fade when the shine is gone, but grows deeper in the everyday. In meals shared, in doors opened, in hands held, in the little moments where we find ourselves side by side. That is the love I want with you. That is the love I will guard with my life. So, when I call you blessed, it is not because the world has made things easy for you. It is because even after storms, you still know how to love right. You still know how to remain kind. You still know how to walk in light. And I will spend the rest of my days honoring that love, protecting it, and giving it back to you. In every quiet, steady way I know how. Because you are blessed, but I am the one most blessed of all, for I get to love you.